Welcome to One Book, One Review. Hey everybody, so this is my This or That tag video. I've seen Bumblesby and DannyMarksYA do this. It was created by AurasBookBox. Check the footnotes for links to their videos. Okay, let's get started with the first question. Audio or book in hand? I have to say I don't like audio, I like to read the books. Second question, softcover or hardback? Since I carry books around with me all the time, I prefer softcover since hardbacks make them so heavy. Third question, fiction or non-fiction? I hardly ever read non-fiction, I prefer fiction definitely. Fourth question, fantasy world or real-life issues? This is a difficult one, as I like to read both, but when I look around I think I have more books talking about real-life issues than fantasy, but I don't want to really decide which I prefer because it depends on the mood I'm in. First question, Harry Potter or Twilight? Now this is a difficult question, I think I could make an own video about this, but they have different topics, so they're hard to compare. I've read both of them a couple of times and I think Harry Potter has more story to it, but Twilight is very good for the soppy romance. But I don't really want to decide which I would choose. Sixth question, Kindle, iPad or other? I really don't like to read electronic books, I really like to have the book in my hand, so probably other or no e-reader at all. Seventh question, borrow or buy? I never borrow, I like to have the book. I like to own the book, I want to put it in my shelf and just have it, so buy. Eighth question, bookstore or online? I have to admit I love going to bookstores, just browsing around, looking at the covers, feeling the books. But as I mainly read English books and I live in Germany, it's hard to come by a lot of different books in bookstores. So I have to go back and shop around at Amazon a lot, so probably most of my shopping is done online. Ninth question, tell me one time or total trilogy? Now this depends on the story. I think that real life issues, I prefer to have them in a one-time telling. But when it comes to fantasy and there's a whole world created, I do like to spend more time in this world. Although I hate waiting for the next book and then the next book, so I prefer to read something once the series is finished. 10th question, monster read or short and sweet? I am a slow reader, so big books tend to scare me off because I think I'll have to spend like months on this story. So I always choose the shorter books first to read because I can just go through them. But then again, when they're finished, I'm just like, it was so short. So yeah, I'm bad at choosing things. 11th question, story-eyed romance or full of action? I'm not a typical chick lit reader, but sometimes I do like if there's some romance in. But if it's too much, I usually get annoyed at the female protagonist, so probably full of action. 12th question, curl up in your snuggie or base in the sun? If it were up to me, I'd always base in the sun. But I live in Hanover and we don't really have that much sun. A lot of rain. Yes, we had a lot of rain this year, so probably curling up in a coffee shop and reading there. But oftentimes I read at work or before I go to bed, so probably curl up in my snuggie. Not at work though. 13th question, hot chocolate or latte? Now that's an easy one as I love it when the coffee is done. No, really, I do prefer coffee to hot chocolate. 14th question, read the review or decide for yourself? Definitely decide for myself. I don't like to read reviews because they tell me what's happening and I don't really want to know what a book is about. I like to be surprised and I like to find out by myself and yeah, just look at reviews after I've read the book to see how other people experience the reading. So that's it with This or That. Thank you for watching. Feel free to do the tag as well and see you next time. Bye.